What's up everyone, welcome back to Respawn Rejects. Sometimes when you die in a game, the screen just goes to black or to a death screen, but some games take dying to a whole new level of gore and violence. I want to talk about a few of those games today. Up first is the Lara Croft games. Specifically, I'm talking about the new games from the late 2010s. When I died for the first time in these games, I honestly did a double take at the death animations. There's a lot of variety, there's a lot of sounds, and the violence and sort of wild extremeness of the deaths that can happen is definitely something. Yeah, it's something. Brutally falling off of things, brutally getting smashed on things, getting caught in traps. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed playing these games, but the death animations, man, they really take it to the next level. Up next is The Last of Us Part 2. Really, The Last of Us also belongs on this list, but The Last of Us Part 2 adds even more variety and violence to the animations. In general, I think The Last of Us Part 2 took the violence of the series to the next level. Just the amount of brutality and on-screen violence was turned up to 11. That's true for the death animations as well. New enemies bring new, brutal ways to die, and this game does not disappoint when it comes to that. Again, another way that the game reminds you of how brutal and violent this world can be. Up next is Dead Space. Dead Space has some very nasty, scary enemies that you are up against. Not only is there a lot of suspense and even jump scares, but just the interactions with these enemies are so off-putting and scary, and the death animations, they just contribute to that. The enemies have various violent and terrifying ways that they use to take your character out, and all you can do is sit there and watch. Last but not least is Callisto Protocol. If you haven't heard of it or played it, Callisto Protocol is a survival horror game that is considered a spiritual successor to Dead Space. A large part of the game focuses on you navigating and trying to escape a maximum security prison that is infected with a mysterious illness. You have to fight off infected inmates, and that's really where we get to the death animations. These animations are brutal and can happen really suddenly. One minute, you feel like you're fighting off an enemy, and the next they're just decimating you and there's blood and guts all over the place. Have you ever been playing a game and were just sort of thrown off by the death animations, or there was just a moment that was so gory you were kind of surprised? Let me know in the comments. If you like more content like this, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.